Hey there, let's talk about finding the best brands to work with as an Amazon seller. I've been selling for almost 10 years. The biggest Amazon selling business that I built by Boxer. I'll show you a little bit of details about that in a second. We've done a few hundred million since I started. And I want to show you one of our techniques that I developed for finding brands that are likely to work with people like you. And this was actually built off of Small and Light. So Small and Light was like this unique program about 5-6 years ago. It's still around, it's changed, but it was a huge opportunity. And I wanted to find the best Small and Light products across all of Amazon. So I kind of downloaded a bunch of data, organized it, and then it actually kind of developed into something more about, brands in general. There are 500,000 brands on Amazon. What are the best of the best? I hated that question nagging at the back of my mind of, I'm like, okay, here's a brand. Like, how do I know if they're any good? How do I, is this actually an opportunity worth chasing? So we'll jump in. All right. First off, I just wanted to show a little bit about, this is my selling account by Boxer. We work with a lot of brands, and so it's fine for us to be public facing. In our lifetime, we actually have one of the top accounts of all time, close to 500,000 feedback. So, okay, so what I'm showing you now is inside Smart Scout, but just seeing this will kind of change your perspective of what, how to think about Amazon. So right here, you can see we have 840,000 brands, and that's a lot. Likely, some of them are just crap, and then likely some are good, and then some are going to be the best of the best. This tool is used to help you find those brands that are best of the best. So I'm going to show you how to use this, and it's just some very simple filters that suddenly takes this huge list into something much more interesting. So here we go. I'm just in the brands tool, and I'm going to filter around a few things I know the toy category a lot better. I think, and it's getting close to Christmas, so let's just have fun. So I'm going to select the toys and games category. And then I'm going to go, so we are tracking the Amazon in stock rate across the entire catalog of a brand. And I noticed in our business that we would have a much better chance of getting a yes from a brand, and we'd have a much better chance of having that be profitable if they didn't work with Amazon. So some people find out differently, but I'm just going to put a max of 10% Amazon in stock rate. Okay, let's do some revenue estimates. Let's do a minimum of 20,000 a month, and let's do a maximum of 5 million. Once you get bigger than 5 million, it's going to be a complicated sell, and I don't like complicated sells. So here we go. Now we're down to 6,000 brands. So quickly we know that these brands, the revenue is worth it, and we know that they don't really work with Amazon. We see a lot of 0%. Now let's do something. We could do a few more things that are interesting. And honestly, a few different strategies can work, but what I'm going to do is just look at the average number of FBA sellers. So right here, we're going to go for at least 1.5. Why not 1? Well, if it's 1, they likely sell directly themselves. So I do a minimum of 1.5, and all of a sudden, now I have a lot of other brands that are very likely working with resellers. And I have no idea what we're going to come across. Let's see if I could. Yeah, I'm familiar with this brand. I think I'm comfortable. So, right here we have a list of 398 brands. I can filter it out even further. It may make sense because, sometimes you want a hit list of just say 10, like what's the top 10? You can continue to filter even more around, average review. Are they growing? Do they have a dominant seller? That means one seller that is doing more than 50% of the revenue. So I'm just going to jump into one brand and show you a little bit more insights. Dem Daco. I'm pretty sure Buy Box or my company, we have sold this brand, but here we go. We could see, I actually just went in, let me look at the products first. So I created I kind of zoomed in the brand and I could see all the products, just some toys, looks like some charms and trinkets and all sorts of what's it. But again, these have an average number of FBA sellers, 4, 5, 6, 7. The revenue's coming in really into the top, 20 ASINs where you're seeing revenue, but they do have a fairly sizable catalog. It just keeps going down and down and down and down. So very interesting. And let's, there's lots of different things that we could look at. We could look at the sellers. This gives you another idea of their approach to Amazon. We could see that DD Gifts has 198 offers on this brand, and they're doing an estimate $83,000. Amazon does sell about 1%. That's an estimate. We get these estimates by looking at the buy box rate every single day, multiple times a day, across a lot of ASINs. And then we just kind of throw it all together, organize this data, and make it, present it in an interesting way. So that's basically the strategy. 398. What's a way to get this down even further? I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to look at the average size of the product. This is kind of the volume. Like if I put a maximum of 0.1, then I'm going to be dealing with small products, brands that like just really small products, not a lot of oversized, maybe even not a lot of like standard size. And let's look at this Games Workshop. They're just really big. Okay, yeah, we are okay. This is probably in the gaming kind of like card game. Just looking at these sellers, you see Magic the Gathering Biz, Empire Games. So Amazon is at 11% of the revenue. Let's look at the products. Okay, yep, see, yeah, Warhammer, stuff like that. And, some of these, they do quite a lot of revenue. And, they're books. Interesting. That's why they're a little bit all over the place. So I could actually I'm going to filter the category. I just want to look at toys. I'm not super experienced with books. Again, you just kind of have an idea of what's going on. A lot of FBA sellers on this, 27. So, you can see it's pretty competitive. What if we did a filter across their entire product catalog? I don't know. I hope you see there's just a lot of things you can do. You really can get lost in weaving this data. I'm only showing you a few, one of the use cases of Smart Scout. But now we're down to 150 brands. I can do even further. Let's say average price. Let's say we want to deal with inexpensive products. I was about to go expensive. And $12. So now we have the average price, really not expensive. I want to go the other way. I want to go expensive products. Let's go minimum of 50. 8 brands. Here we go. Games, Warhammer, GoCube, Stitch, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Really interesting. And hopefully you guys find this strategy really effective. I'll put together a coupon code for those that are watching this video. Smart pricing, all caps, will get you $100 off any plan. That's actually good enough to get the first month for free. Smart Scout is used by over 1,000 sellers, and we've improved it. This has changed a lot in the last 2 years. And any questions, just reach out. Happy to help. Okay, so that'll wrap up this video, and hopefully you found value. Let me know in the comments or whatever if there are even any other questions about other videos that you'd like me to talk about. I'm kind of an open book. Buy Box has been selling on Amazon for about 10 years. Seen a lot of things. Seen a lot of things go bad. Seen a lot of things work out. I'm still in the business, so at least a few things are going all right. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a good Q4. All right, take care.